So, you guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick and respond to a comment that was left under one of my videos where I was talking about the governor of Illinois, Pritzker, telling President Trump not to send the National Guard to Chicago after President Trump stated that he could potentially be sending them to Chicago next to help reduce the crime. And so I've seen a few comments like this one. I saw a couple of videos online regarding that. And so this person, H, he stated a guy in Chicago said Trump better not send the National Guard there because they have over 100,000 gang members there and they don't want to mess with them, is how he ended that off. I saw a couple of videos of some young black males saying the same thing, how they have switches and Chicago ain't DC and Chicago ain't LA and we ready to go to war, yada yada yada. So this to me, you guys, is another example of your liberal education because the math is not math, and you have a lot of these young, misguided, fatherless young black boys that have grown up in a society that glorifies violence, that glorifies criminality, that glorifies drugs, that glorifies sex. Okay. And a lot of them think that they are invincible, they think that they are immortal. I blame a lot on the music industry because in our culture specifically, we are flooded with degradation. I mean, flooded with degradation. You don't hear hardly much about love nowadays. That don't even hardly get much airplay. But when you want to talk about, you can get this D and let me pop my P and sell a little drugs and take a little something and better not mess with me or I'll knock his head off. Just a whole bunch of bullshit for the most part is what they are being bred at. Okay, that's how they're being fed. And so a lot of times when you're fed that, you tend to, they say you are what you eat. So when you're taking in all of this garbage, that's what you pretty much project. Okay, these people don't have no regard for life. I really don't understand the gang culture. I remember and once upon a time it being a positive thing and then it turned left. Okay, so but when you come up in a society where you are already at a deficit, okay, and you have your own kind that is going through the same thing that you're going through, but instead of coming together you turn on each other and you rep in a block that you don't own. Okay, um you don't have any regard for life. You'll kill a person over some tennis shoes. It's all about pride. It's all about ego. Okay, and it don't make sense to me because whenever that cop gets tired of you, he'll pick your little ass up, put you in handcuffs, take you far out on a plantation like prison, and have you out there planting potatoes for 2 cents a day. And then where's all that toughness then? So, in other words, what I'm trying to say, you guys, is the math ain't math. And I just really hope that these young, misguided black men will wake up before they F around and find out that going up against a military is not the same thing as going up against some other ignorant black people on your block.